Hello everybody, can you hear me? Good. Friends, family, and dearest Mariel and Mike. First of all, I would like to thank each and every one of you for being here today to celebrate Mariel and Mike on this, the greatest day of their lives. And to those who for obvious reasons could not come today, we can certainly feel your presence and affection as well.
Wow, I've been looking forward to this. Fathers of the groom don't usually get this chance. Michael has many, many highlights of his life. The first was as the under-7 chess champion of Surrey. His second great achievement was the Surrey Cup. His third great triumph was at Epsom. Now, they had a choral concert, and one of them was a solo. Michael did it, and the judge that day was a lady called Bonnie Tyler. And all I remember Bonnie Tyler writing next to Michael's name was the word gorgeous. Michael went to Exeter, where he met Maz. He got a fantastic degree. Then he went on to get a fantastic job. And Mum and Dad are very proud.
As for this lovely couple, you already know Mariel as a beautiful, caring, and committed young woman. I am the first to celebrate you, Mariel, for what you are. But I see more. As a father, I can still see my little girl sitting beside me. The aspiring 2-year-old ballerina. My little girl, who, when asked what she wanted to become growing up, more often than not answered, the Queen of England. Sweet memories of who you used to be, Mariel, from a time far away, but yet so close. Blessed by the radiant woman you are today. Someone your mother and I naturally confide in and seek advice from. You are always there for those around you. You are a role model, and we are immensely proud of you.
So good afternoon and welcome. Welcome as we come together, family and friends. We meet together in the presence of God to witness the marriage of Michael and Mariel, to ask God's blessing upon them, to support them and share their joy. And we're going to ask everybody here gathered, I ask you, family and friends of Michael and Mariel, will you do all in your power to support and encourage them in their marriage? And the response is, with God's help we will. With God's help we will. I, Michael Gaudenzio Rossi.
I, Michael Gaudenzio Rossi.
Take you.
Mariel
van der Weinhardt Saber.
Mariel van der Weinhardt Saber.
To be my wedded wife.
To be my wedded wife.
For better, for worse.
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poorer.
For richer, for poorer.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
Until we are parted by death.
Until we are parted by death.
And this is my solemn vow.
And this is my solemn vow.
I, Mariel van der Weinhardt Saber.
I, Mariel van der Weinhardt Saber.
Take you, Michael Gaudenzio Rossi.
Take you, Michael Gaudenzio Rossi.
To be my wedded husband.
To be my wedded husband.
For better, for worse.
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poorer.
For richer, for poorer.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
From this day forward.
from this day forwards,
until we are parted by death.
until we're parted by death.
And this is my solemn vow.
And this is my solemn vow.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
With my body I honour you.
With my body, I honour you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
And all that I have,
And all that I have,
I share with you.
I share with you.
Within the love of God,
Within the love of God,
Father, Son and Holy Spirit.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
With my body I honour you.
My body, I honour you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
And all that I have,
All that I have,
I share with you.
I share with you.
Within the love of God,
Within the love of God,
Father, Son and Holy Spirit.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
All the way back. Michael and Mariel, God so joined you together that none should ever part you. Before God and in the presence of us all, Michael and Mariel have exchanged vows, joined hands, and given and received rings, binding themselves to each other in the covenant of marriage. I therefore proclaim that they are now husband and wife. And sit up.
Today, the two of you enter married life, an institution, a concept of completeness. Unity breathes life into a relationship. Unity in that the two of you, with your different characters, complement each other. Unity in that you embrace a divine balance in your life together, where you speak freely and listen to each other, share and encourage each other's freedom. Seek the grand adventures and cherish your daily life, where you love and are loved. My friends, I would like to propose a toast. Here's to Mariel and Mike, and to happily ever after. Skål!
Hello everyone, I'm Astrid. I'm maid of honor / little sister. Thank you, Marielle, for giving me the platform to roast you and get away with it. Now, before I roast you, have you guys seen such a beautiful bride before? No. I'm not just saying that because people think we look the same. Although Marielle and I are only 1.5 year age gap, we are very different. She was the mischievous child who loved attention, while I was quiet and observed every mood swing and tantrum she had growing up. Marielle is also very competitive in nature. She will cheat in every board and card games while telling us how much we suck. However, she somehow exceeds in everything she does. I mean everything. Your drive, work ethics, and accomplishments. And you're still one of the most down-to-earth people I know. You're also extremely helpful. You're always there to give me advice and guide me. You're my biggest inspiration. Well, as you may have guessed already, Mike, she will be with your side for the rest of her life. Even though we've lived apart, I know so much about you, and I've even picked up some fun facts about you. So, he's obsessed with Liverpool. He puts mayo in all his food. He showers 3 times a day. You let Rotten Tomatoes dictate what movie you're gonna watch without even reading the plot. And you never stop talking. These are some of the things that makes you awesome. When I first met you, I immediately thought that you must come from a very caring family. I could honestly not wished for better in-laws than for my sister. Thank you, Sue and Dom, for being so welcoming and caring to me and my parents. And I'm very proud to call you my family. I hope you're as excited to have a new sister in your life than I am to have a new brother. It's been a pleasure to watch you grow together, and I love you guys so much. And final advice to you, Mike. Always remind her of these 3 words. You are right.
Mike, are you ready? Now, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Jamie, and I've had the pleasure of knowing Mike since our school days together at Epsom College. Today, I'd like to take you back to that time with a focus on one story in particular. A story which I think perfectly encapsulates the man that Mike is and all the reasons why, Maz, he'll make the perfect husband to you. So, if we can, let's cast our minds back to 2010. Neither Mike nor I lived anywhere near the school. As adventurous 17-year-olds, this posed one big problem. How do we get to parties? So, we were faced with a conundrum, but as industrious as ever, Mike stepped in. Mike was the first to pass his driving test, and as kind a man as he is, Mike offered to drive us to and from these parties. So, you're thinking perfect, right? Big mistake. Enter Professor Rossi. It transpired that while the rest of us were drinking and messing about and forgetting it all the next day, Mike was watching our every move. Hours and hours of intense scrutiny on every move you'd made that night. Questions about every girl you'd talked to. There was more advice on love than any 17-year-old was within their rights to give. And it went on. Another party, another lecture from the professor. And we thought it was hilarious. But I'll tell you, when I look around at everyone here today, and Mike, your life ahead with maths, I think the professor got a thing or two right. And while I tell this story in jest, I do think the Professor Alter Ego tells us 3 things about Mike. Mike is selfless. That he'd give up his own chance at a fun night just to get everyone to and from a party and spend the rest of his night focused on his friends. Mike is passionate. He commits 100% to everything he does and everything he believes in, and he does so with passion. But most of all, Mike is loyal. Loyal to his friends and to the ones he loves. So I'll leave you all with a quote from the other professor in Mike's life, Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger said, "Love, create and work, and don't consider too much the time that you have in front of you. What makes daily life interesting is that we try to transform it to something that is close to art." Mike, may your years ahead be as artful as Arsenal at their best.
Firstly, Helga, I want to thank you for your kind words today. I was almost in tears, to be honest with you. I will be forever thankful that you and Tanya have given Maz away willingly today. Although in hindsight, suspiciously willingly. But truthfully, I couldn't have, picked 2 better in-laws. And if we're half as happy as you are, we are, incredibly lucky. So thank you so much. To my mum and to my dad, Your words mean everything to Maz and I. We've had a very privileged upbringing. It's given me the courage and the unshakable belief that Maz and I have all of our best years ahead of us, together, one day with a family of our own. So thank you. To the maid of honour, Astrid, and to my best man, Jamie, thank you for not embarrassing Maz and I too much, firstly. Astrid, if I didn't have your sort of stamp of approval, today wouldn't be happening, quite simply. So, thank you so much for welcoming me into the family with open arms. It means absolutely everything to me. And Jamie, you're one of my oldest friends. I think it's very hard to find a best man who will, on one hand, organise a fantastic stag do and not be a massive liability on the day. But lastly, and not least, my beautiful new wife, Mariel. I always knew I wanted a family, but I didn't know what I wanted in a wife. But when I met Maz and we started going out for a few months, I think that started to become clear. You became the person that I wanted to be with when I was down, and the first person I wanted to tell when I had good news. You're my best friend, you're the love of my life, and in front of everybody here, I promise you, I will not let you down.